Welcome back, pod racing fans and speed gaming viewers, to our losers finals of the 2020 Galactic Pod Racing Circuit. I'm Lightning Pirate, joined by Ace today for commentary.
Hello there, guys.
This is going to be an exciting match as it determines who is going home after how many matches have we had so far?
Oh, I think in the bracket itself it was like 5 now, but overall, I don't know, 12? Something like that.
But yeah, the winner of this match goes on to face you for our, what do you call that one? Grand finals?
Grand finals, yeah.
So yeah, everything is on the table here.
Yeah, these two guys definitely know each other very well. I think this is like the 5th or 6th time that they faced over the course of our 2 tourneys so far. And they've actually faced each other this tourney before in the winner's semifinals, and that one went to Kingbeandip. He won that 7-4. So let's see what happens this time.
That's right. I'm interested how his strategy is going to change here, because he did kind of start out with a 2-race. He was 2 races behind in that one initially, just because he was starting out with all the skips. So I'm wondering how if he'll go with that same approach or if he'll mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. In the winner semis, Mike was actually ahead 4-2, and then Kingbean just went on a streak and won 5 in a row.
Yeah, that was insane.
But I don't think this is gonna happen again. I think this one might actually be closer. And yeah, we're on Sunken City for the first track. Mike had the choice between picking Baru Coast or Sunken City. And it's actually interesting because in their last match, they actually started on Baru Coast. But this time Mike decided, no, we're not going to do it again. This time we're going to start on Sunken City. And it looks like we are live. Players are off. And yeah. Sunken City, it's a great track. I really like it. There's a lot of people who don't like it, which I kind of understand. This track is kind of defined by its difficult shortcut that comes around the halfway point. Both players are actually approaching it right now. So they're gonna enter a little tube, and then they have to do a very hard left corner right here. Or rather, a series of left corners. Both of them take it very quickly, actually. So I believe Kingbean kept a little bit more speed to it, so technically he should be slightly ahead. Even though he lost that boost, it's not a big deal unless he underheats, which he's not going to. Underheating just meaning sitting on an empty heat bar, and therefore essentially wasting time that you cannot make back up later. But so far this is pretty neck and neck. I think Mike had a better second half here, so he might have actually taken the lead here, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we see Kingbean going right on that figure 8 there, as he usually does. But yeah, just barely a difference here in the first lap.
Yeah, extremely close. Kingbean is on higher heat, and yeah, I think Mike is actually ahead here. Because he had a cleaner second half of the track. But again, they're approaching the shortcut again, and this is really make or break on this track. So let's see how it goes. Extremely clean from both here. Kingbean didn't even touch anything. He kept all of his speed, and I think Mike did as well. Actually, Mike lost some speed, but not a lot. Oh no!
Oh!
That's the first crash of the match. Kingbean trying to take this corner in the stadium section a little bit too tight, and he's paying the price for it.
He just cut it just a little too close there.
Yeah, and that's a big time loss. So for anyone new to this, a crash costs you, in this game usually costs you between like 4 and 6 seconds. So that's a huge amount of time, and it's almost impossible to make back up unless Mike also crashes. And of course he still has to clear that difficult shortcut one more time, so it's not out of the question here that he might crash, but it's Mike after all, so you cannot really count on it, can you?
That's right. Mike is one of our most consistent players. It's very rare that you see him crash.
And here we go. Wow, did you see that mini boost during the shortcut? Wow, Mike flexing here. Okay, he made it cleanly though, so he has a huge lead at this point. And like I said, only a crash could bring King Bean back into contention here. A crash from Mike. Yeah, doing a mini boost during that shortcut is definitely flexing. No doubt about that. And also Mike on really good heat here, so it's gonna be a great time. Unless he messes up the figure 8 at the end, this is gonna be a low 4 minute. Maybe 4 minute 2. Yeah, it's an amazing time. And King Bean clocking in a 4.7 with the death, also a really good time. So if it wasn't for the death, this could have been extremely close.
Yeah, that was extremely unfortunate to see that a crash you would not normally see there, but that's always the ones that get you.
Yeah, definitely. It's like he was just trying to take that corner that little bit too tight, and yeah, he paid the price. And now we're getting in the permabands from our runners. So each of the runners has 2 permanent track bands they can use now. And we're seeing King Bean taking out a Dobby Mountain Run, Mike taking out Executioner, King Bean taking out Spiceman Run, and Mike taking out Zaga Challenge.
Which are the same tracks, if I'm not wrong, that Mike has banned all tournaments.
Yes, that is correct, I think.
And I believe that's mostly because of the skips.
Yeah, I believe so.
And then he likes to temp ban Inferno.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm very much thinking that's gonna happen again. We're gonna see in a second.
All right, King Bean banning Ben. And there's the Inferno ban from Mike.
Yeah, no surprises here. So, any guess where we're going?
With no Ben.
It's hard to call.
Yeah, it's everything. I mean, we're very early in a best of 13 here, so King Bean's thinking about it. Oh. Ando Prime Centrum, no upgrades.
So we see the first force immediately as the first counter pick. And he actually picked it against me as well, and it was extremely close. So I'm not surprised by this pick. I definitely thought this was coming at some point. And yeah, here we go. So, for anyone that's newer to this or hasn't seen this before, Kingbeandip just picked Underprime Centrum and he forced no upgrades for this run. So for the next track, both runners are gonna sell all of the upgrades and play without any of them.